Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.55. Even with the rate cut today, XRP ended up dipping with the rest of the market. And a lot of people said that that rate cut was already priced in. Other people said it was going to be a sell the news event. And it looks like it turned out to be a sell the news event. But right now, XRP is still holding up really well. We are literally down by a dime. You see how fast XRP makes up 10 cents now. It's not like it was back in the bear market. I'm expecting XRP to rebound with the rest of the market if that meeting between President Trump and Xi goes well on that trade deal between the U.S. and China today. That could get this market moving. And look at Bitcoin, back down to 110K. And you know, a lot of people think that this run is over for Bitcoin. Analysts sees Bitcoin breaking all-time high before year end. And I agree with that. I think Bitcoin has one more big push up in it before it comes crashing down. And I do believe it's going to happen by the end of 2025. There's a lot of people saying the 4-year cycle's over. Bitcoin's going to run into the middle of next year. I think it's going to be all wrapped up by the end of 2025. But I definitely do not believe that the top is in yet for Bitcoin. Fed lowers rate 25 BPS. He also said, he hinted that a December rate cut is not guaranteed. And of course, Bitcoin slides to 110K. You know, I cannot wait until utility is driving the price of XRP. Once we get utility behind XRP, we will decouple from Bitcoin. And I cannot wait to see how XRP performs when it's no longer following Bitcoin. I think the market's going to look a lot different. But we need regulations first. Once we get regulations, we'll start to get true institutional adoption. I'm talking major institutional adoption. And as that happens, utility will start to kick in for these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Ripple News, new report reveals XRP ETF launch timeline. So according to the report, 7 U.S. spot XRP ETF filings are currently under review by the SEC. The agency is expected to make decisions between October 18th and November 14th, following its September approval of new generic listing standards for spot crypto ETFs. Market data platform Polymarket now shows a greater than 99% probability that the SEC will approve a spot XRP ETF by the end of 2025. That level of confidence suggests strong institutional expectation that XRP will soon follow Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana in joining the U.S. ETF market. Now, I saw a lot of speculation on this. I keep seeing people saying these ETFs are going to go live by the end of this week, by the end of next week. But I don't think they're going to go live until the government reopens. I still believe we need Atkins to sign off on these XRP spot ETFs. They're eventually going to get approved. That's inevitable. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I see a lot of people saying that they're holding off until after Ripple swell. I don't think Ripple swell has anything to do with the spot XRP ETFs getting approved. XRP is ranked third on the ETF filing list. Mega XRP bounce loading up. And you see, number of ETF filings since 2024. 20 for XRP. When those go live, you better be holding this cryptocurrency. because it is absolutely going to really start to break out. XRP will easily become a $1 billion ETF in its first months. So an XRP exchange-traded fund will easily hit $1 billion in assets, says Matt Hoogan of Bitwise. Crypto insiders are bearish, but that's not what matters. Believers in XRP will drive flows beyond expectations. I believe that the XRP ETFs are going to outperform Jamie Dimon's expectations for an XRP ETF. He said $6 to $8 billion. I think it's going to be even more flowing into those ETFs. I think people are underestimating the demand for XRP. XRP reserve on Binance drops to 2.74 billion XRP as smart money accumulates quietly. We know the XRP is already disappearing off the exchanges. What's going to happen when FOMO kicks in, when everybody's buying XRP? I think we could possibly see scarcity during this cycle. Whales are loading up over $560 million in XRP accumulated by large holders this week, according to Sentiment. Smart money knows something. When the whales continue to load up on a cryptocurrency, they usually have a gut feeling that something is about to give, that a breakout is about to happen. But we have whales accumulating XRP, it's disappearing off the exchanges, and we're on the verge of retail FOMO at the same time. Because the second XRP breaks out, I'm telling you, the FOMO is going to be absolutely astonishing. People are going to sit back and say, I cannot believe all the XRP is gone on the exchanges. That can happen this time around. You couple that with the ETFs. You couple that with possibility of regulations getting put in place, which I think are really going to drive institutional adoption at the same time, and you have a perfect storm for XRP. Solana just took a major shot at Ripple. XRP Army says Western Union will go bankrupt. So Mickle says this company will be bankrupt before it moves $1 billion on Solana. You keep focusing on Blockbuster. I'll focus on Netflix. I thought that was great. And it's true. This is a remittance platform. You know, that's where all the money is being made with the Western Union. But the fees, they're outrageous. The wait time is outrageous. And I've seen a lot of people saying that Solana actually paid Western Union to use their blockchain. Now, I can't confirm that one way or another, but I look at it like this. Why would you even care about Western Union? You're holding XRP. XRP has been mentioned by the IMF, the BIS, the World Bank, almost every single central bank in the world, and you're worried about Western Union creating a stablecoin on Solana, a network that is frequently down as well. So imagine all these remittances are getting sent all around the world, and all of a sudden network congestion happens and the network goes down. Do you know how pissed off people are going to be when that happens? Especially with the fact that they're paying high enough fees and they have long wait times to begin with. This is not the future. This is the past. This is what Ripple set out to fix a long time ago. Solana's price can be engineered artificially, while XRP's price depends on organic demand and utility. This comes from Smoke. Many people overlook how easily certain price surges can be manufactured. In January 2025, Solana's price jumped 63% when Trump-themed tokens launched on its network. But that surge wasn't based on real growth. Those tokens required Solana to purchase, which created artificial demand and pushed the price up temporarily. XRP, on the other hand, is built on organic demand and real utility. its supply is permanently capped at 100 billion units, meaning no new tokens can ever be created to dilute its value. XRP's strength comes from adoption, not speculation. It secures the Ripple network and serves as a bridge currency for international payments. As Ripple's protocol continues to expand, the need for XRP grows naturally alongside it. That is the difference between being engineered hype and lasting value when investors take the time to study what actually drives XRP's demand. The picture becomes clear. And of course, it's documented as well. But you know, everybody always says this coin is better than XRP. This is the XRP killer. But what they don't realize is Ripple has the patents. Ripple also has the rails. They built the rails, put everything in place over the last decade. There's no replacing that unless you want to start building now and wait until 2035 to get all the rails in place that are needed. That's why XRP is and always will be the future. The Internet of Value is coming. Take a listen to Giancarlo here.
Crypto is more than just a funky new asset class. Crypto is really a whole new architecture of finance. It's an internet-based architecture of finance. You know, the earlier wave of the internet, the one we're all familiar with, the Internet of Information, was all about computers talking to each other. Well, now we're on the verge of a new wave of the internet. It's no longer about computers talking to each other. It's about computers transacting with each other. And they're going to do that in the form of digital tokens. Computers are not going to contact your bank to make payments to another computer. They're going to find direct means through tokenized units of value to pay for things, whether those are stable coins, which are basically tokens pegged to the dollar, or other forms of digitized value tokens. That's the future of the 21st century.
They're going to be paying each other in crypto. You are holding the robot money. You're already invested in the fourth and fifth industrial revolution at the same time as a crypto investor. And the Internet of Value is absolutely coming. XRP price today. XRP holds steady near $2.63. The price has dropped since then. Traders watch key $2.80 resistance zone. Now, that's going to be the resistance. If we break through that, we then head above $3. Let's see how that news goes between the U.S. and China today. If that news is bullish, I'm expecting the crypto market to rebound. And are we going to go lower before we go higher? There's a possibility of that happening as well. But as fast as you watch a dip happen now, that rebound happens just as quick with XRP. It's not like back in 2022, where if XRP dipped by 5 cents, it took 2 weeks to make up that 5 cents. Those days are now gone. XRP moves by 5, 10, 20 cents at a time now. It's a much different time in crypto. And that's why I always laugh when people say it's so boring holding XRP. Boring holding XRP was during this time back here. Watching this happen. Watching this happen. Very little upward movement. I mean, it took months for XRP to move by 10 cents. Now it moves by 10 cents in one day. I look at this as us being on the verge of the exciting times happening. The exciting times are almost here. You just got to make it until XRP blasts off. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.